Welcome everyone, this is your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by Rome, the historical role-playing game. Experience the glory and decadence of Rome like never before. You will find it in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have dice, miniatures, game master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment as well. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. A moment, please, while I maximize. There we go. This time I wanted to share my thoughts on the recent quick and classic Asteria adventure for our ongoing campaign because it showcases perfectly why research is so important. In tabletop RPGs, depending on the setting, on the system, there are going to be various situations, some of them within combat, some of them concerning matters of exploration and discovery. Some other cases, they are social situations as well. But it is very, very important that in role playing games where the game master is not pulling any punches, and so it should be, in my opinion, obtaining those vital pieces of information. It could be the difference between life or death, success or failure. You could see how Resha, being quite socially inclined, she did her best to obtain as much details as possible concerning their potential patrons. If you haven't seen that part, this video, of course, is going to contain spoilers. Check it out in the playlist of this video first if you um, want to keep yourself from spoiling the surprises for yourself. And in the case of Munin, he carried out his spiritual work to understand the mysteries of the structures within the city, in particular that tower. Now, Otto and Peter, they are more suited to the dungeon environment or dangerous sites or situations. In the case of Otto, he is all about fighting. In the case of Peter, he is all about deactivating dangerous devices, discovering clues in the not so obvious places of a mansion tower, oubliette, whatever the case may be. But they still carried out their research and they interacted with the townspeople as well. Oftentimes, you will see those old school style of setting scenario situations where the encounters are not balanced. In the case of Asteria, the encounters are not balanced. So it is of the utmost importance for you to figure out what is going on in a particular place before heading out into that place. In the session, they figured out two places of interest: the tower and the mansion far in the south. There were scarce details about both of them. You had rather notions of how cursed they were. In the case of the mansion, it is haunted. In the case of the tower, they say that no one that enters the tower gets out of it alive. They are looking for an important non-player character, Palemon. He could be the key to solving the major mystery of the campaign. And so, they are considering if they should enter or not. The session ended with them standing before the tower, but there was still that option of going south into the mansion. However, at the last moment, Munin obtained that vision of Palemon going into the tower with his female companion. So it looks like it's a clear route to take. Nonetheless, now they know more what awaits for them if they decide to brave the tower. It is not going to be the safest of journeys. And even if they decide to go to the mansion far in the south, it could be a waste of time, as now they have clear information that Palamon went into the tower. But what if the vision has missing details? After all, the adventurers came with the theory that perhaps the tower was connected to the mansion. Is the tower actually connected to the mansion or some other place through some sort of portal? Is Palamon already away? Perhaps in the mansion or in some other place? Or is he trapped in the tower? There could be so many possibilities, correct? And so now the adventurers can undertake those dangerous situations with a clear conscience that they did their best to obtain as much information as possible about the sites they are investigating. That's a very important piece of advice for any tabletop RPG, especially for the most deadly tabletop RPGs out there. Do as much research as possible through books, by talking with non player characters, by examining the environment around the place that you are going to explore. It could be the only way for you to survive the encounter and potentially be successful in your journeys and quests. And this also showcases that no matter if you are out of your area of expertise, like in the case of Otto and Peter, they were still contributing to the strategies and tactics to be employed based on the information acquired. They were not just sitting there and, well, I'm not going to do anything because I don't know anything about these scholarly pursuits. Even though, of course, Otto was trying to flirt with the librarian, they were still in their own ways. Even in the case of Otto, of trying to obtain information from the librarian. So there is always something that you can do in tabletop RPGs, even if you feel like a fish out of water, a warrior outside of the battlefield, or a scholar into the most hellish of combat situations. There is always something that you can do. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was informative and entertaining. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button. Take a look at the information in the description, the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, roleplay solves everything. Once again, thank you and see you later.